Now see children, question number 6 goes like this. 3 coins were tossed. 3 coins were tossed 30 times simultaneously. Each time the number of heads occurring was noted down as follows. The heads were 0, first time 0, second, these are the 3 coins, okay, this and this. So first 0, then 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 0 and so on. The data is recorded. Okay, prepare a frequency distribution table for the data given above. For this data, we have to prepare the frequency table. Okay, so now see the solution. The required frequency distribution table is. Now draw this table and make 3 columns. First one, give the heading as number of heads. Then second one, tally marks. And third as frequency. So number of heads means here what all numbers can you see? That is 0, 1, 2 and 3. These are the 4 numbers only we could see in here. That is 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there and 3 is there. So here the number of heads will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So now 0, how many times it appeared? 1. Then you can see 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here tally marks you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 is 5 cross section. Okay. So 5 plus 1, 6. Clear? Again same way tally marks for 1. Here 1, so 1 line. Then again 1, so 1 more line. Then again 1, so 1 more line. 1 more line, then 1 again, so cross line, then again 1 horizontal line, vertical line, then vertical line, then 1 more line, third one, then fourth one, then fifth one, cross line. Okay, so how many cross lines? This is called 5 and this is 5 because 4 vertical lines and 1 cross line. Same way here 5, 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So now 2. Same way see 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9. So 9 we got for 2. Same way for 3, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5. So total 5 we got. So here total will be what? Here you can see when you count this one, frequencies we will get 30. So this is the distribution table for 6th question. Okay. Now 7th question is the value of pi up to 50 decimal places is given below. We know that it is a irrational number. Means there is no end to this. Still keeps on multiplying, dividing and you will get the decimal values. So here after the decimal point we have 50 values. These are all counted by, when you count this you will see 50 numbers are there. Okay, so these 50 decimal values places are given to you. Now seeing this number you have to make the frequency table. Okay, so first make the table and then you will see the first question and second question. So frequency table again same way, 3 columns, first one digit, second one tally marks and third one frequency. So first here you can see the numbers are from. So now this frequency table you can see here which all numbers are there. Starting one 0 is there. So first 0, then 1 is also there, then 2 is also there, 3, 4 like till 9 all the single digit numbers will write. Okay, all the single digit numbers that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 because 10 becomes 2 digit number. So we have to take only the single digit number. Now tally marks, see the numbers and draw the tally mark. Now here 0. So here you check it out. 1 times 0, so 1 line. Again after that last one you can see here that is 0. So here 2 lines. Okay, so frequency will be 2. Same way for 1. So here 1, 2. Then again you can find here 3, 4, 5. So total 5. So here also 5. Then here 2, same way see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So here also 5 you can see. then 3, same way keep on counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8. So total 8 times came 3. Same way 4 also, see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4. Okay. Now after that we can see 5. So here how many times 5? 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5. So again 5 is also 5 times. Okay. Then after that 6 comes. 6 we see 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 times. So here also 6 is 4 times. Then 7. 7 see 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 is also 4 times. Then 8. 8 see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 is also 5 times. You can see. Then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 9 also came. So likewise you made the frequency table. So total will be, when you total the frequency column, you will see that you are getting 50. Okay. Now after getting that, what is the first part of the question? Make a frequency distribution of the digits from 0 to 9. That is made. Okay. Then the decimal point. Then what are the most and the least frequency occurring digits? Second part, it can be observed that the most frequently occurring number is what? Digit is the most frequently occurring digits are. Here you can see the frequency whose it is highest. So we can see here this is the highest one and this is the highest. So this is what? Number 9 and this is number 3. So you can see here the most frequently occurring number is what? 3 and 9, as both digits have the frequency, maximum frequency as 8. Okay. Same way the least frequency means very less number of frequency in the frequency column. That is what? 2 only. When you see that column, so which one is having the least number? That is 2. So 2 means what? 0. So you can see the least frequently occurring digit is 0, as it has a least frequency, that is 2. Clear? Understood? Okay. The 8th question of exercise 14.2, that is 30 children were asked about the number of hours they watched TV programs in the previous week. The results were found as follows. So with 30 children, they were watching the television during these hours. These are the specified hours. The first children saw for 1 hour, then 6 hours, then 2 hours, then 3 hours, then 5 hours, then 12 hours, then 5 hours, then 8. Likewise, 30 children hours of watching television is specified over here. Okay. So what you have to do, first question is make a grouped frequency distribution table for this data. This is the hours of watching the television. For this data, you have to make the grouped frequency distribution table, taking the class width size as 5. That means you have to take from 0 to 5, then 5 to 10, then 10 to 15, and then 15 to 20. So class width size must be 5. It is given in question. Okay. So class interval starts like 5 and 10 likewise. So 0 to 5, then 5 to 10, then 10 to 15 and 15 to 20. This is hours spent or time spent on watching television in hours. Okay. First column. The frequency distribution table for the above data is like this. Okay. 3 columns you have to make. First column, time spent on watching television in hours. Second column you have to make tally marks, and third is the frequency, that is the number of children, how many hours they watch, how many children are watching the television for 0 to 5 hours, then 5 to 10 hours, then 10 to 15 hours, and 15 to 20 hours. That we have to get here. Okay. So first one, as you have seen, this is here 0. The first one is 1. So 1 will lie between 0 to 5. So here we'll draw one line, that is tally mark. Then again 2. 2 is also between 0 to 5. So one more line. Then 3, one more line. Then as 5 is there, 5 will come to the next one, not here. Okay. So either you go serially and draw lines in the particular class interval line, one line tally marks, or otherwise first finish off one class interval, then go to the next, then go to the next, and then. Okay, the which way one is easy for you, follow that way. Suppose you are going for serial wise. So first will come to the first one, second 6 will come to the second class interval, that is between 5 to 10, one line. Then again 2 means 0 to 5, one more line. Then 3, one more line in 0 to 5. Then 5 means second one, it will come, second line. Then again 12. 12 means in the third class interval, that is between 10 to 15. That is one line. Then 5 means between 5 to 10 class interval, one more line. Likewise, see these data and draw tally marks in this column. So as per your tally marks, you will get the frequency. So here 5 plus 5 means how many children are watching television between 0 to 5 hours? That is 5 and 5. 5 plus 5 will be 10. So 10 children are there. Then how many children are watching television between 5 to 10 hours? That is 5 plus 5, 10 plus 3, 13. So 13 frequency. Then again between 10 to 15 hours, how many children are watching? That is 5. So here 5 will come. Again between 15 to 20 hours, how many children are watching? That is 2 only. So frequency will be 2. So when you add this, you will get the answer as 30. All these frequencies when you add, like here it is 10 plus 13 will be 23. 23 plus 5 will be 28. Plus 2 will be 30. So total will be 30. So this is our frequency table. Now, what is the second part of the question? How many children watched television for 15 or more hours a week? 15 and more hours means in this particular class interval we'll see. In this class interval, how many children? Frequency is 2. That means 2 children were watching the television in more than, is equal to 15 hours or more than 15 hours. So that is why the number of children who watch television for 15 or more hours for a week is equals to number of children in the class interval 15 to 20. That is how many are there? 2. So 2 will be the answer. Clear? Now come to the ninth question. A company manufactures car batteries for a particular type. Okay. This life, the life of the battery in years, it is given for 40 such batteries were recorded. So these are the life period for 40 batteries. Okay. So 2.6, 3.0, these are the life period of 40 batteries. Okay. What you have to do? Construct a grouped frequency distribution table for this data. Means for these 40 batteries, you have to make a grouped frequency distribution table. Using class interval size, width of the size must be 0.5. Starting from the class intervals 2 to 2.5. So you know that grouped frequency, till now you might be knowing how to make the grouped frequency distribution table. Draw box with 3 columns. In the first one, write life of batteries in years. Second one will be tally marks. Third one will be frequency. So in life of batteries, in that starting must be from 2 to 2.5. So first here you can see below that also it is there 2.2. And before that also you can see between this 2.2 is also there. So what we will do, the starting one is between 2 to 2.5. So here we will take first starting one is class interval will be 2.0 to 2.5. The next one will be 2.5 to 3. Then next one 3 to 3.5. Then next one 3.5 to 4. Then next one 4 to 4.5. Then 4.5 to 5. Okay, like this the life period of batteries will be specified in the column. Now tally marks. See first one, that is 2.5. So 2.5 means in the second class interval it will match. So here one line. Then 3. Next one is 3. So 3 means here it will be coming third line, not in the second one. Third class interval it will come. So here one line. Then again 3.5 and 3.7. So 3.7 will come in the fourth class interval, that is between 3.5 to 4. That is one line. So again 3.2 means between 3.0 to 3.5, one more line. So likewise see the numbers and draw the tally marks. After getting the tally marks, you will write the frequency. Here how many lines are there? You can see between 2.0 to 2.5, that is 2 tally marks. So here 2, frequency is 2. So here frequency is 5 plus 1, 6. Here 5 plus 5 plus 4, that is 14. Then 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1 is 11. Then 4 and then 3. Okay. Now last total will be how much on adding this all. Like here 6 plus 14 will be 20, 22, then this 11 will be 22 plus 11 will be 33, then 33 plus 7 will be 40. Okay, so got total as 40. So likewise the frequency, you are supposed to make only the frequency distribution table. So that is grouped frequency distribution table is done. So this is the answer. Okay, I think you all might be clear about this statistics, making the table, grouped frequency distribution table. Okay, so based on this one question I will be giving, you have to solve as homework. See children, after the completion of 14.2 exercise, these 3 questions I am giving you as homework to complete, as these questions are based on the same questions as we have done in exercise 14.2. Okay, so question goes like this. The 3 coins are tossed 30 times. Each time the numbers of heads occurring was noted down as follows. You can see here. So prepare a frequency distribution table. So in that table you will have tossed coins, that is numbers. Okay, number of times the head appears, and then tally marks, and then frequency. Likewise 3 columns make and draw the frequency distribution table for this question. Same way second question, following data gives the number of children in 40 families. Okay, so number of children are given. So you have to prepare this in the frequency distribution table, taking the class interval as 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. Last number you have to see from here, 0 to 4 to 6, then 6 to 8. Because 6 is there means it should come in the table class interval of 6 to 8. Okay. So in that way, make the frequency distribution table. First one will be your class intervals, that is the number of children, first column, then tally marks, then frequency, and make the frequency table for this. Same way, now question number 3, the marks obtained by 40 students of class 9 in an examination are given below. So this is the marks obtained by 40 students. Okay, prepare the data in the form of a frequency distribution table for the same of class size starting with 0 to 5. That means you will be writing 0 to 5. 3 columns you have to make. First one, marks obtained. Okay, marks obtained by the student. Then first column 0 to 5, because first class interval is given 0 to 5. So 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Then last number you see, that is I think 25 only. So last one will be your 20 to 25. And then tally marks, see the numbers and make the tally marks. Based on tally marks, you have to write the frequency. And that frequency must be, after totaling, you must get 40. If you are not getting 40, that means your frequency distribution table is wrong. Okay. So prepare these 3 questions as your homework in your mathematics copy. In the fair copy itself, do as homework. Okay, these questions. Okay. Now children, after exercise 14.2, let us begin the topic, that is graphical representation of data. With the topic itself, it is clear that the data will be shown graphically. Okay, that means when these numerical figures, we know that statistics deal with the data, numeric data, is it not? So these numeric figures or data are represented pictorially or graphically to make it more noticeable. Means people can easily see it. Noticeable means can be easily seen or easy to understand. Means if the data is represented in graph, we can easily understand from the graphical picture, that in which particular vehicle, like for example, this is the graphical representation of data of number of students who come to school using different vehicles, that is the means of transport. Suppose we have taken here as car, bus, scooter, bicycle, rickshaw and all. So children comes in car, how many are there? Bus, then scooter, then bicycle and rickshaw. So seeing the graphical representation of data, easily you can see the maximum number of students comes in which means of transport. That is the last one, because this is the highest graph bar. You can see that means for a particular data, if it is represented in graphical form, it is easy to understand, as well as it is more noticeable, means it will be seen more conveniently and easily. Okay, now that is what the graphical representation of data. Now these graphs are in statistics, it is of three types. The graph, there are three types of graph in statistics. First one is bar graph, second is histogram, and third one is frequency polygon. Now first one will see bar graph about that. Before going for this, let me tell about histogram and frequency polygon, because these two topics for this class 9, for this session only, these two topics are omitted. You are not supposed to read these two topics. It is eliminated. Once again I am telling, in these graph forms, there are three types of graphs in statistics. So we will be only reading this one. That is about the bar graph in class 9, this year only, in this academic year. This one and this one is omitted from your syllabus due to COVID-19. Okay, is it clear? Histogram topic and frequency polygon topic from statistics exercise 14.3, questions based on histogram and frequency polygon, these two are eliminated from your syllabus. Means questions based on bar graph only will be solving. We will be solving. That is why only three questions, that is exercise 14.3, first question, second question and third question. These three are only based on bar graph. Question number 4 onwards, it is either based on histogram or it is your frequency polygon. So these two portions are not there. That is why question 4 onwards till the end of that exercise, we will not have questions. Is it clear? Clear, children? So now we will see the bar graph. Now definition of bar graph is, in bar graph, bars of uniform width. What do you mean by uniform width? This is called the uniform width. Suppose this is of 1 centimeter. For example, I said. So everywhere it will be of 1 centimeter. You cannot increase or decrease the width of these bars. Okay? Width of the bars cannot be reduced. If it is 1 centimeter in the first one, it will be 1 centimeter for the second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. It cannot be reduced, it cannot be increased. Clear? This is called the width of the bar graph, which is uniform. Uniform means same in all the cases. In all the bars it should be same. are drawn with uniform width are drawn with various heights. Heights may differ. You can see this is little smaller, this is bigger, again smaller, again bigger, and again the bigger one. Okay, so heights may vary as heights depends on frequency. So frequency of that particular data can vary. It can be high or low, as we have done in 14.2 exercises. Frequencies differs, is it not? So based on frequency only this height increases. So height can be higher also or lower also. But width of this cannot be reduced or increased. Clear, children? Understood? That is what the definition is. The height of the bar represents the frequency of the corresponding observation. So this height represents the frequency. So that may increase or decrease. As we have seen in 14.2 exercises, frequencies of a particular distribution of table, group distribution table, you might have seen frequencies increases or decreases. So depending on those frequencies, here also you can see the graph is either increasing or decreasing, bar graph. Okay, but width of this particular bar graph will never reduce or increase. It will be the same in all the cases. Clear? That is the definition of bar graph.